12, the Dolphins won a shootout in their first matchup against the Chiefs. Can Kansas City get revenge? Find out next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Allison. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 3rd and short to get to the tight end. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Goff now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. They run it with Hall off the option. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Goff. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you think about his performance this year, you have to have nothing but admiration the way that he passed his team into the playoffs. They threw it around so well in the regular season, but in this game, the elements may affect them. I think they'll continue to fling it around until the weather slows them down, and if it doesn't, they'll continue to show the style that they've shown throughout the season.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The second down throw now from Stroud. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now here's Stroud. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Stroud. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
The throwing again is Stroud. Over the middle, complete to Addison. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from the warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Goff now looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On second down, a run with Hall. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And Charbonnet once again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That complete to Downs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. On the give, here's Charbonnet. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Stroud's on the throw here, caught by Addison. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 11-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. This is caught. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Charbonnet.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, it's Charbonnet. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. And Patterson back out there to sim this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Miami set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Myles Murphy. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. There's Goff. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the return man will shuffle through the white stuff, secure the fair catch with both hands. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Still on his feet.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
59 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film, that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go. than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, here's Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Play action. Here's Stroud. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Here's Freiermuth again.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Second down, here's Charbonnet.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Stroud out of the gun here.
And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Jordan Addison.
61 yards.
And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And it's 21-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
On first down, it's gone. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
Now it's gone. Got a man, that's Allison. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. Now this taken in by Downs.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here's Stroud.
And this is going to be incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
And he will have the Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Malik Hooker, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Goff.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
A shotgun snap for Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Breece Hall
from 6 yards away.
And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw caught by Pierce.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Goff. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Stroud looking to throw. Left side, he finds Pierce. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's got a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So just 3 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third. Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Stroud. And this is incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Stroud's throw completes a Freiermuth.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here goes Stroud again. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Jordan Addison with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 6-play drive.
And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Myles Murphy able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff.
A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jordan Addison and the offense out for another drive.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. A nice Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Third and 3.
And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And thrown in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. Touchdown! Josh Downs. 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gone. He gets it underneath to Hall. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense on third down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Goff throwing again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Goff looking to throw. That's caught, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Pass complete to Addison. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Stroud to throw it. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Charbonnet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Stroud. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And this will be a gain of of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Throwing now is Stroud. That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Got it. Ready?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Charbonnet. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Stroud looking to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Alec Pierce, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Dolphins 19.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Miami set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Goff now looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
30-yard line.
Here's Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
First down, Miami.
Now Goff on first down. Open on the left side. This is Valdes-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, get that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.